just untied us from the mooring. Plenty of wind today. We're sailing out of the cove. Another boat's coming in. Just in time. Wind vane is steering, doing 5.5 knots on a broad reach. Waves aren't too big yet. I think they'll pick up over the course of the day. Enjoy the good sailing for now. Looks like about 20 miles ahead there's a nature reserve. We could stop and anchor for a few hours and do some snorkeling. Then beyond there, maybe another 15 miles, there's a cove with Dolly's house, so maybe we'll stop there too. And then from there we'll just do an overnight sail, another 70, 80 miles to Montpellier. So fast. That doesn't look good. I wonder why he doesn't just pull the sail down. So I think on the back side of here we might have an anchorage where we could do a little snorkeling. So here we are. We grabbed a mooring ball on this side of the island, and there's a lot of other boats that were right up next to shore, so we can go do a little snorkeling. Water looks pretty nice. So this year I've been using this Insta360 camera, and it's been amazing for sailing shots. The 360 view is just awesome, but I was going to use it for my underwater camera since I lost my last GoPro, and it's waterproof, but it just doesn't really work very well underwater. Like the stitching doesn't work, and the image is just too wide to see any of the fish very good. So here's some underwater shots anyway, but I hope to get into GoPro again so that I can get more pictures of the fish and the corals and stuff better. By the time you get the camera close enough to the fish to see them, their fish want to run away. Going away from the mooring field. Get a little swimming in, cooled off. Ah, my wind is dying. Ah! Let me clean it. What do you have? A hair tie?
You need one?
Yeah. Okay, so we tried to pull in that bay, but it was just packed with boats. As I went to roll up the jib, the darn spinnaker halyard got caught in there again, and I had to take the whole foresail down. It was really windy too, but I took it down, put the spinnaker halyard out of the way and got it back up now. So I think we're just going to continue sailing on across towards across to France now. Unless there's maybe another spot around the way, but I think it's just like really packed in there. Pesto and pasta and falafel in there too. What do you think of the waves?
Kind of cool. It's okay. I was scared first, but I'm fine now.
Hanging on?
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that was really big.
So once again we head out into open water, and now we also have to worry about lions, the Gulf du Lion Nature Reserve. Watch out for those Mediterranean lions. It's the next morning. The winds picked up to about 30 knots last night, so it was a little bit rolly. But now we can see Montpellier up ahead, just maybe another hour to get in. Looking forward to stepping foot on land again. And then on Monday I'm gonna meet up with the F1 kind of foiling and hydrofoiling and kiteboarding company, and they're gonna hopefully hook me up with the new kit so I can have on the pickled herring, and we can do some more wing foiling and stuff. So I'm really stoked about that. They're kind of a premium brand too. Entrance there looks a little wavy. All right, we checked in the marina, so now we go find our slip. So here's a look at the chart to give y'all a point of reference for this video's trip. We started down here in Spain, I guess, and then we sailed up to this little island here for that where we went snorkeling. That was a cool little spot there. And then from there we sailed a little further north across to here. This is where Salvador Dali's house was, but we didn't end up anchoring because it was crowded and had that incident with the jib. And then we shot across here up to Montpellier, and yep, there's the marina. We really like this marina. They're super nice here and great facilities. I'm very thrilled. We got a dock with a finger. I'm thrilled to have it. It's gonna make taking the scooter off easier. And I haven't showed the scooter in the video yet. This is the Varla. It goes so fast that your skin will peel off and burst into flames. So be prepared. Had a few issues. The brakes don't work, so I gotta take it to a bike shop, I think, and get them to fix the hydraulic brakes or add more fluid or whatever. And other than that, though, this thing is a beast. Gonna be using it a bunch. So thanks Varla for sending me that face-meltingly fast scooter. We tried to ride the scooter into town, and the tire popped. So back at the boat fixing that. We have one spare tube. It was very noisy on the boat at night, so we went to see what was going on, and there was a drag show right at the side of the marina here. We picked up a couple boogie boards yesterday, and we're gonna go because there's some really good waves here. I couldn't resist it. Boogie boards are so much fun and so much easier than surfing. So we had an awesome time boogie boarding, and the waves are perfect. But then the next day they were too calm to go surfing. So I found this company running these electric hydrofoils, which I always kind of wanted to try. So I got to go on that, and I got up my first try. It was actually kind of hard compared to using the wing, because you can lean up against the wing, or if you're getting towed behind a boat, you can lean up against it so you have like something to brace. But this was a little bit of a different feeling. But I still think it was fun for going on flat water, but I think it's still kind of, I prefer the going with the sail better. I'm a sailor.
Okay.
To work?
Yeah.
Here, riding the bikes and the scooter to Montpellier. Yeah, getting a good bike pass here. The police yelled at us for having 2 people on the scooter, so I got the bike too. Oh well. Interesting. The corner.
Oh. So fast.
So fast.
So fast.
On Monday, we got to visit the offices of F1 here in Montpellier, and it was super cool to see their prototyping area, and they had the same 3D printer as me, pretty neat, and then just a warehouse full of boards and foils and stuff, and then another prototyping area where they're milling molds to CNC prototype foils. Such a cool process they've got going on here. They even have a cool book about one of the expeditions they took up to Svalbard to do surfing up there. Really neat stuff. So we got a bunch of fun toys now. F1 set me up. We got a inflatable foil board. Which one do we get? We got the 125. Okay, so a nice big board. Then we got a carbon wing, 1480. A big 6-meter sail. So stoked. I'll put it together and make sure I got all the pieces. Okay, I got the foil assembled and just made sure it fit the board. You gotta trust but verify. This is an interesting connection. It's like the windsurfing kind of tuttle, I think they call it. So that's a little new to me for foiling, but I think it's all good. It's a miracle. Everything fit. I got the scooter, the bike, the wing foil, the paragliders, the board, 2 boogie boards, angling stuff, winter clothes, backpacking stuff, immersion suit, camping things, spinnaker. It's a packed boat. Gosh, I mean, there's not even anything stacked up in the middle. I think I could fit more stuff. We're provisioning for about 4 days of stuff. All kinds of stuff in there. It's just, provisioning is just going to the grocery store. People think it's complicated, but it's just going to the grocery and buying the stuff you normally would get and thinking about how long it's going to last.
Yeah. So
I only just getting some sardines. Those will last a long time. But even any other stuff you can get too, because we have a refrigerator. So if you are going to be cruising in the Mediterranean or just other countries, one thing to note is sometimes your hoses don't fit on their spigots. Like sometimes they have smaller ones, and sometimes they have I guess it's the first one that's bigger I've seen. And a lot of times they have these weird like quick fit couplings. I used to have a few different adapters, but I've lost them. It probably would be, I think, probably a good idea to pick up some more, just like various kind of different size connectors, make your life easier. But usually I just wander around and find someone else's hose. I did pick up this key that lets me turn on. Sometimes they'll have like weird faucet things. You have to have a key to turn them on. But I got this. It's got a bunch of different sizes, so that's been kind of useful. Mainly in like Norway and I think in Sweden they were using those. Today though, no one's got a hose left out, so I just used a pot to fill my water bottles. These bottles are from back in Norway, so they're getting kind of dingy, so I think I might have to swap them up for fresh ones soon. Very nice bathrooms here, A+. So I just checked out the marina. I couldn't believe it was only 37 euros for 2 nights, which has been the best price around here. And the bathrooms are super clean and nice, and just a really nice area with a beach. It's worth it just to have a nice bathroom with a shower right next to the beach. The slip is just a bonus. Thanks for watching, and a special thanks to F1 for inviting me up to your office there. It was really cool for me to get to see especially the prototyping area. I'm like building stuff myself, so I think it's really neat to see how the pros are doing stuff. And again, it was just a really cool experience. I've been super passionate about windsurfing and wingfoiling the last couple of years, and I love the videos that they've made. Like, I really like the one about the expedition up to Svalbard. They've got a bunch of cool ones, so I'll put a link in those if y'all want to check those out if you're into that kind of thing. Actually, originally reached out to them because it's been happening a bunch. I'm like stuck in an anchorage and the wind's really strong, but from the wrong direction, so I don't really want to sail. But it would just be so cool if I had my wingfoiling and stuff, so I could just like zoom around the anchorage. And there've been some pretty cool anchorages, which would be kind of fun to explore by wingfoil. So pretty cool that they responded back, and we kind of came up with a collaboration where they hooked me up with some great gear, and so hopefully we'll be wingfoiling around, exploring some more of the Mediterranean. I've actually got a few chances to use it already. It's great stuff. That the inflatable board is super nice for having on a boat because I can deflate it and it doesn't take up so much room. And the whole wing foiling in general it's nice for portability and travel because you don't have to have a big mast and boom like you do with the windsurfer. So having a lot of fun on that kind of stuff. We'll be doing some more in the future. In the next video, we'll be sailing just along the coast of France a little bit. Adeline was telling me about this place where they had like wild horses in France, and she's excited to see, and I'm excited to see it too. So that's where we'll be going in the next video. I'll see you guys then.